Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Tabletop. Hi, Schooly. Hi, how you doing? Welcome back to Pokemon Space Odyssey. There's no one on screen, but everybody is here except for Johnny and Marius. Marius wasn't doing well. He had some stuff to take care of. So yeah, we just got Sean and River today. Hello.
Hello. I'm a
Anyway,
bit sniffly, so hopefully that doesn't come out too
it's
much.
all good. Yes, we are playing a Pokemon Space Odyssey campaign in the Pokemon Tabletop United rules set. We are playing on Fantasy Grounds, our VTT of choice, as you can see in the top corner over there. We use it for rolling dice, we use it for tracking initiative, maps and visuals and stuff like that. Um, we play. You can hear different kinds of music in the background. That is music from Zame, Sanity, Blitzit, Glitch City, and Galax. We thank you all for allowing us to use your music. It is so nice that you just play it or have it for the public for us to make, so which is great. Even though they're just remixes of the actual game, but still, it is cool that you allow your fans to use it and stuff. We play all this music on Sirenscape, as you can hear. It is a online soundboard sound set kind of thing. Um, um, Basically, they have a whole library of music and sounds you can use at your disposal when you play your tabletops, when you play your if you just want to use them for Zoom calls, stuff like that for no reason. But yes, they mainly is for like tabletops and stuff like that. And yeah, I kind of have this in weird order, but yes. Let's introduce the players. Hello, you guys.
Hello.
Sean, why don't you tell us about Robert and Gizmo?
Sure, yeah. Robert is a, Pokemon professor, uh, and he originally was from the world of Dimebos, but which is like a world in constant war, and he left that behind, uh, and went on to the University of Anau, and then became a professor. And he had some theories that people thought were kind of crackpot, so he got kicked out. And he's now traveling the galaxy to prove his theories correct, which has been going very well. And Gizmo is his little companion that has been with him through basically all of that.
Yeah. All right, then River, tell us about Echo and Navi.
Echo and Navi. Echo is an android searching for emotions, and Navi is trying to help out Echo with said emotions.
Yeah. All right, and then
That was a lot more short and sweet than mine.
um, and then Marius. He's not here today, but Marius is playing Ivy and Bonsai. Ivy is a Furbolg from the planet of Zeovis, a grass-type planet, almost all mangrove, um, with mostly water though. But they had gotten taken into the sky by a mysterious voice asking for help, and brought him over to the party over on Paphomia. Bonsai is his starter. Not really his starter, but his main friend and stuff. Because Bonsai was trying to steal from Ivy in the sense of trying to scavenge for food, and when they both realized they both have a shared sense of exploration, they decided to join forces and become, a team. And then Johnny down there, also not here today, but he is playing Henry and Eduardo. Um, Henry is a human from Zorokoro, essentially more space worthy Pokemon Earth. Um, but it actually has a metropolis when the Pokemon Earth, normally the Pokemon Earth does not. So um, that planet is actually able to be go to went to because it's like more space worthy and stuff. But Henry met Tedwardo in a blast fire with the event known as the Split happened. Tedwardo was caught under a tree, and Henry and his Pokemon, Cyniquil, because my name's on me at the time right now, but Cyniquil and Mainfu, they helped in the end. They helped get the tree off of Tedwardo, and they managed to get out of the forest fire that was happening, and quickly formed a bond over that. Yes. Okay, we got that. And everybody's Hero Forge, as you can see in the corners, they have all made their Hero Forge characters. They are all amazing. I always love them. Hero Forge minis. And then we gotta thank you guys in chat for coming to hang out and watch. You guys are, none of this would be possible without you. We'd probably still be streaming this or playing this at least. But you guys being here to hang out is always fun. And then you guys get channel points as you watch. Subscribers get a little extra when they come and hang out. I think it's 1.2 extra. But you guys get channel points to help change the scope of the game. There's healings, there's items you can give the party, there's magic, or there's items that they can just get from the shop that are worth like a lot. Stuff like that. You can give them insight bonus, you can give them rerolls, you can give them points to capturing Pokemon, which might help their increasing or lowering the rate on Pokemon when they go to catch them. But you can also, if you'd like to help us all out, there's a monetary donation as well. Think about yourselves before you donate to us. But if you wish to donate and help us out, all the donations total gets split between all the players. At least the players that were there that day. So, hey, 15 streaks, Goulet. Dang. Seems like such a small number. Yeah, compared to Michael's, where you're like, 300 and something? 400 and something? Yeah, it's all good. But yes, you can tip, actually, let me do this for the Poke Tip. Because I have a thing now, so I don't forget it. Oops. There we go. So yes, so you can donate, if you'd like to help us out. $1 would be for consumable items, just simple stuff like that. Getting close to 380. Oh damn, that's awesome. So you can give them items for healing, healing status stuff, Pokeballs, stuff like that. For $5 you can donate. I know it says Pokeball or Master Ball there, but it's essentially like what I've got down here. They don't have any Pokeballs right now, but what a Pokeball does is it lets them re-roll. It keeps enemy Pokemon and their own Pokemon and themselves alive at 1 HP if they happen to go down. They can use it to re-roll Pokemon throws or Pokeball throws for trying to capture Pokemon they wish to catch. But they can also use it to break the rules of the game and essentially come up with ideas that aren't in the rules. My Master Balls over here can do the exact same thing, except I can use them to cancel out their Pokeballs if I wish to. I have done it, I think, only once. But, yeah, I don't know. It's been a while. But yes, they can use them to kind of break the game and stuff. For $10, you can donate a Plot Twist, Flashback card, or Hero card. Those are game changers. It challenges my improv skills, and it just changes up the story a little bit. The Plot Twist kind of just throw the game for a loop for a little while. Just either a battle or something. Maybe something's going on. But a flashback card would be something the players remember in their past. Maybe they didn't have an item, or maybe they have an item that they forgot was in their bag, or maybe they're gonna know something in the future that could happen. Or a hero card, which is a one-use power item that could help them in the game if it transfers over well, but if it doesn't, they can also use it as a fourth Pokeball if they happen to have three. For $15, you can donate a GS Ball. It's the same kind of thing here, except instead of a Pokeball or a Master Ball for the rerolls, this is just an automatic crit. They can use it on an attack, dealing double the amount of dice rolled, or they can use it on a crit capture throw when they go to catch a Pokemon. And instead of adding the 10 it normally does, it adds plus 20. Yes, for $20, you can donate a random encounter. Random encounter is a single strong Pokemon that the party then has to fight, and they can either catch it or they can defeat it, and whichever one they decide to do, they will get an item that it has held on to it as well. For $25, you can buff a creature in D&D or tabletop for Pokemon. Just kind of buffs them up, makes them a little stronger. For $30, you can donate the legendary encounter. Same thing as the random encounter, except it's a legendary Pokemon. And if they happen to catch it or / defeat it, it would drop a item or have an item held on it that is related to the legendary. It would be an item that I create for the legendary to have. And last but not least, we have the $50 Unknown Mysteries. It's a secret menu item, basically, that is a one-time mention. And this secret menu item, what I'm going to do is, the party has now landed on a new planet, hoping to get some resources and collect some stuff and whatever they wish to do. Maybe upgrade their ship. I'm gonna do something a little different. I have GM created Pokemon, as you saw from like Lamparine and Zygos and stuff like that. So I'm going to have a egg of something like that show up, and the party will find an egg of a legendary. Not gonna say which legendary, but the party will find an egg for one, and then they'll have to hatch it and see what it becomes. And that is today's secret menu item, is they will find a big egg that they will have to figure out and decide what to do with. So with that, we will get started then, if you guys are ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah. Alright, let's get going. Recently on the Pokemon Space Odyssey, the players were on Performia and decided they were inside of a blue gate, a blue portal called a Nova portal, and we're at a Nova factory where they were kind of getting their shit rocked. They decided that they needed to kind of get out of there and get some restock, but there wasn't much on Performia in the sense of marts, or there wasn't a metropolis on there where they can get exactly what they needed, where everything would be available. So the party decided that they wanted to go away for a little bit and go to a nearest planet, try to land, and see if they could get some resupply and maybe some extra money so they could get that resupply. So they flew on their way to Yaezuno, the fairy type planet. They encountered some space Ammonite, which attacked them when Ivy tried to get their attention. They latched onto the ship, not doing much damage just because they were just there, but they flew them to Yaezuno, had a quick battle on the surface to kind of take care of them, and caught 3 of these guys. 2 of them shinies and 1 a regular. So as they kind of flew around, they found a town, and they're kind of exploring the area just to kind of see what's going on. So that's where we find ourselves next. Alright. So, with a little bit more explanation, we find ourselves in a town. A very kind of worn down wooden town, with a brook in the center, almost like a like a little tiny, like a lake brook, with a river passing through it. But around the brook is a bunch of wooden buildings where on one side we find uh, Henry in a tavern, and Robert and Ivy were just leaving the mart to go on their way to the tavern. Echo was inside of the ship, trying to figure out, trying to get the ship ready to get actually powered down, since they kind of decided they might just be here for a little while, and that the ship has landed in the brook. It has enough space to be there in land for a dock where you were able to get the ramp onto the ground and be easily able to get onto the ground and stuff in the town. This town is called Pinebrook, and this is where we find ourselves. So yes, Echo, you are in the ship currently. We'll start with you.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
You are in the ship. You're sitting in the front seat in the cockpit with Navi sitting in the second pilot seat. Is there anything you wish to do?
Besides doing regular maintenance and more of a ship, because yeah. There's nothing much I can do besides maintenance and doing general things around the ship, pretty much.
Make me a perception check as you're kind of fiddling with stuff. Okay.
I have a 12.
You see Kate just kind of peeking through the door. It looks like she's wondering what you're doing.
Looks at Kate. Says, "Hello, do you need something?"
Oh, hello. Sorry, I was just a little curious. Everybody left the ship, and we were just kind of. I came back to kind of see how things were going. It's always awkward in a new place, but I don't know.
I'm just doing general maintenance because I have noticed a few issues with the ship that needs to be addressed before we take off again.
Okay. Do you need me to grab you anything? Maybe I can help.
If you got a blowtorch on hand, I need to cut something.
I mean, Dozer might be able to help. Excuse me. And she'll release, or she'll send out, Torchic, her, Dozer, her Torchic. When it comes out, it kind of digs its claws in the ground. Or no, it's like a thing. It doesn't do it like that. That's right. It's not talons anymore. They're like almost like a dig site, bulldozer kind of thing. So they're pointing out. You hear clank 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 on the ground. And you Torchic. He might be able to use some fire to help you cut something. Or he might just be able to cut it with his talons. It's and he just goes, Torchic, ching, 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 you know.
Yes, I need you to cut this wire right here so I could rewire it.
Okay. Let me go to Kate and see if they got... see what Torchic has. Or Combuskin, sorry. It is a Combuskin now. My bad.
Yeah, I thought it was a Combuskin.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to correct you because I wasn't sure.
My bad. Yeah, so Combuskin actually... and it's funny because Combuskin's claws, because I forgot he's got claws now. His claws look the exact same as the toes of his feet. They look like bulldozer shovels that push. So instead of clawing at something, he kind of like almost backhands stuff when he uses Crush Claw and stuff like that. So he kind of takes his finger and almost like, fing, cuts what you need him to cut. So as he uses Crush Claw on the wires
thank
that
you.
Combustion.
Thank you. And Echo is just gonna do some rewiring and Echo's gonna do some rewiring, putting new wires in and just
Yeah, you managed to do
do
so.
everything like
Yeah, easy enough. You kind of like with the I mean, gasoline's not a thing in this, or the space fuel or whatever it is a thing, but it's like you're kind of like, it's not really a measurement of doing this, but I'll say that you're kind of using the wiring to like get stuff to be able to easily start the ship back up, so it doesn't take as long as needed. It kind of like shortening wires so the connection is a little easier to get back and forth. Yeah, and soon enough, you managed to complete your work, and you are now free to do what you wish.
then Echo's gonna play with their Pokemon.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring Flumbebe back into the team.
Ooh. Flumbebe.
Yeah. Yep, Flumbebe. Yep, so everyone's going to be out. Navi, Shadow, Nova, Obsidian, Wisp, and Pixie.
Who did you replace with Flabebe?
I got rid of Flabebe temporarily to evolve Nakata, because...
Oh, and then you got rid of them with the Shininja, and so you had an extra team. Okay, I got you now.
Yeah, Shin Ninja's with Robert.
Okay, I was just wondering, because I have, let's see, I got one... Oops, come on. 2... 3... 4... 5... 6... Oh yeah, no, 5, because that's here, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll put Flabebe back on then. Just kind of forgot that Sean has Kataro now and you have the Shedinja.
Yep.
Alright. Yep. Okay, so let me go to trainers. And then we got Echo's Flabebe. What was her name again?
Pixie.
Oh, that's why they're not even... Okay, so I gotta add them. My
Yeah.
bad. No, I mean, they're not even in the... Okay, Pixie.
Yep, Pixie.
There we go, Echo Bebe. And then, let's go to pictures, assets. Oh, I don't have... I thought I had Bebe in there as a thing. Hang on. Oh, weird, I did not. Okay. I'll have to add them in later then. So they're not currently on the... Or actually, they can be on the thing, but... 1 minute. I'll have to add their picture later, though. And what is their speed?
Speed is a 12.
Okay. Got it. Okay, they are in the combat tracker now. Yep. I'll have to add their picture later, though. For some reason, I thought I had Flabebe picture, but I forgot when I just do random encounters, they're not really the... Or, I think they were just on the spot, but I thought I had a Flabebe. Hang on, I'm confused. Oops. Yeah, FL... No. Okay, yeah. Weird. Okay, never mind then. So yes, so you have a Flababy now, and Flababy comes out and she's like, Flababy!
Sorry, it took a moment, Pixie. Then, after saying that, Echo's just gonna play with all the Pokemon in her team.
Okay. Are you going to leave the ship and do this, or are you going to do this on the ship?
Leave the ship so that plenty of space.
Okay. As you leave the ship, you can see this town is very foresty as you look up, and there's almost like it looks like autumn coming out. The air is very crisp, very fresh. Um, your ship is on inside of a brook, almost like a pond brook, with a river going through the town. And around the town, you can see. Oh, oh dang. Okay, it didn't do anything on my end, so I was like, that's strange. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, you come out and look at this town. It is very woodsy, very like autumn feel, and you look at all these wooden buildings, and it's like looking at a log town. Um, and yeah, on one end you see a tavern, and then in between on the other side you see where the mart and the Pokemon Center would be. And outside of the mart, you see Robert coming out with Ivy.
Oh?
Yeah. This is a small town, so if you wanted to yell at them, you could.
Echo's gonna wave at him.
Okay. Robert, you see Echo waving at you from the ship.
Yeah, I'll wave back and just kind of call out to Echo. It's like, hey, do you want to come in with us? We're going to be looking at to see if there's any little odd jobs we can do around this place.
Echo would accept that and just quickly get over there while the team of Pokemon is actively trying to annoy Echo, but Echo's just vibing with it pretty much.
Nice. I'll say they can come with you.
Oh yeah,
You can just come hang out with
I
you.
will. I will also inform Echo of what we learned about never straying from any path, especially if on the borders of that path is the forest, because we heard that it was dangerous to go too deep into the forest.
Ivy just looks excitedly and he says, "Yes." He says they said that unless you're good at like survival tactics and stuff, you might get easily lost. And they look really excited for some reason.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ivy turns to you guys and says, I'll go to the ship. I wanna check on the hydroponics, check on the bushes and stuff. But I will be back. Okay.
All right, just be careful. Like if you do leave the ship and go anywhere.
Yeah, of course. Actually, can I get you guys' number? I don't think I ever got it.
Oh, did we? Okay, yeah, I definitely do.
A lot of things happen. I don't think. I mean.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever
assume
actually
you guys could
said
just
it.
do
Yeah.
it, but yeah, you guys never explicitly said it. So, but so I will say it now. He asks if he can get you guys' number to your Pokewatches.
Yep, I give him my number.
Nice, and he gives you his number. And that way, even if Marius fails to remember, you guys can just call him if you need to, or then he can call you too. So, but yeah, he will then run around and you will go to the ship, and then Echo, you meet up with Robert at the inn, the tavern. All right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You guys head inside?
Might as well.
Yep.
Alright. So, walking in. You guys see, and this is gonna be my in general in building music. I was trying to find music for tavern music, but I couldn't really find it. So this is fine.
It works.
Walking in, you see, it is very, very calm. Like, it's like there's no one really in here. There's a couple of people in here. As you turn, walking in, the first thing you see is the bartender, cleaning a glass. And he says, "Welcome in. Can I get you anything?"
Do you have any kind of berry tea?
Berry tea? Well, I got the. Actually, I forgot. Now I can actually open this. Because I went and found some idea stuff. Hang on. Let me go find my folder.
I have also determined what Robert's favorite tea flavor is too, actually.
That. Wait, did I?
Or at least what his favorite berry is. He would like cherry.
Oh, you know what? I would have saved it on the planet spot because yeah. Okay. You said what? Cherry?
Yeah, cherry berry would be his favorite because he likes the extra little bit of spice.
Spice. Okay.
Like a spiced berry tea, kind of almost like a chai.
Oh, I was thinking like spices. Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean,
okay.
cherry is spicy, so like, yeah. And
Okay.
chai does have like a little bit of like a cinnamony sort of like bite to it almost.
Okay. You know what?
No, honestly,
I'm trying
that does
to,
sound
because
really
I want to make like, okay, because I have this, I have like a list of like drink lists that I made, but it's like I still want to name them after Pokemon. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Cherubi.
Cherubi tea would be a little different, but yeah.
Oh no, because so you were. Oh yeah, you were here last time, but there was the honey. It was the Combi mead.
Yeah.
So this would be Cherubi tea.
Cherubi tea.
Cherubi
Nice.
tea. Yeah, I'll say Cherubi tea. I'm not gonna have a description for. Well, I'll describe it and write it in as I describe it.
You know, you should actually look up, because this could give you like ideas. You should look up all the different drink types in Pokemon Legends ZA to like get some
Okay.
inspiration, because there's some really good names, at least for the tea. They don't have a lot of really great names for coffee, but I mean, coffee is all named after like fire type attacks. It's like Ember, Flamethrower.
Ooh, actually, that sounds good. Okay. And a little. Okay. Okay, I like that. That actually sounds pretty good, even though it's kind of spicy. So it's, yeah, he says I've got some Cherubi tea. It's got a cherry spice with some stem garnished, or like cherry stems that we soaked in gin, and it's got a little bit, and we put a sweet foam on there. So it's almost like
that should be good.
kind of like a dessert, but it's spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Right. He
I was
starts to make
wondering at the Pokemart, we were told that this is where we could go to see if there was any sort of contract work.
Oh, small town here. We don't get a lot, but everything you can find will be on that board to your right. And as you turn to the right and you look, and there's definitely like a quest board, bulletin board, kind of situation on the wall next to the entrance. Um, but there only seems to be 2 jobs on it, and the rest is like this bulletin board is pretty blank compared. We don't get a lot over here, but we do every once in a while. People need some help, and so if you're willing, you can take those or take one. I don't care.
Yeah. Sorry, also I had to mute up for a sec
Okay.
because someone was talking. Yeah, I'll take a look at them both.
Okay. Oh, I will say also, as you're looking, as you entered and saw that there wasn't a lot of people, to your back, to facing away from you at one of the tables, looks to be Henry, and he seems to be enjoying a drink.
I kind of just raise my glass to him and
He
nod.
kind of turns around. He's like, ah. He kind of raises his glass back, as you can tell he's a little bit buzzed.
So I can tell that he was drinking alcohol while I was drinking tea.
Yeah. He is drinking something called a combi mead. It is a frothy, syrupy mead with the foam at the top. That normally, like, some people like, but not too much of, because it almost like if there's too much foam, it's like but the foam is actually almost candied in itself, also, like a cotton candy situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, so as you go to look at the board while he's making his while he's making your cherub tea, he or you see what looks to be a mission. They're both like not gather quests, but they're essentially like gather quests. One is they're help quests, I guess, in a sense. One is a escort, and one is a is like an investigation type of request. One says, well, one is a just a escort mission. They want you to go to the farm, the Combi farm, and help them bring the Combi honey that they get there from the farm to the town. And then the other one is a quest for just helping people find their missing items.
That'll be no problem. You could probably even do them both at the same time.
So what's
they're
the
both-
jobs?
Huh?
What's the jobs?
Well, the one job is escorting the town honey from the farm to the town, and the other one is finding the items that people have lost. But they're in the forest. They keep getting their items taken within the forest.
Yeah. I don't mind doing either or both. As I turn to Echo, like, would you have a suggestion?
What's the payment?
Yeah.
On there it says, the job is, so on the thing it says reward of 500 poke, but you also get to keep some of the honey that they bring into town. And the other one is another, like, I think it's 600 poke. Or no, I'll make that one 1,000 because that's lost items. Yeah, that one's 1,000.
Sounds good to me.
Let's do an escort.
Yeah, I think that honey could be very useful. Let's do that one first.
You doing the escort mission first?
Yep.
Alright, so you take down the thing, and You bring it to the counter, and he takes a look at it. He's like, "Oh, you're taking the escort mission? Sounds good." He will hand you back the sheet because he says you'll need to hand this to the person giving out that requested it, because that way they'll know that you're here, that you're there for the job. And yeah, he's like, "Hey." He kind of looks around to see if he's like, "Ah, crap, I think he left to go do something." Why don't you stick around for a little bit? Maybe he'll come back. And otherwise, I can tell you where his farm is. But I'm pretty sure, since he's the one who made the mission, he would be here. So just give it a bit. Let me finish making your churro tea. And yeah, he just continues to go making it. When he finishes, the tea is very, like, almost like a shiny red, and then he puts the stem in there after he puts the little whipped cream froth on the top, almost making it look like a cherubi, but not quite the same.
Yeah.
And he hands it to you, and he's like, "All right, that'll be 100 poke."
Okay, no problem.
All right, you drink
Should have
it.
asked the price before I bought it, but like, yeah, I definitely take a sip.
All right, you take a sip, and it definitely got a spice. It's not like super spicy, but it's got like almost like the cherry dust that's on top, like almost like a sprinkle, like shavings of a cherry on the top also. It's kind of like eating a soaked cherry, except it's got a little bit of a sweetness to it as well as spicy. Yeah, the foam hits your lip. It kind of sticks to it, but it like almost soothes it as well. The stem does nothing, but it kind of completes the abattoir. I don't know how to say it. I just made a word up. But yeah, once you're done drinking it, you're for the next until the end of the next encounter, your attack's combat stage is up one stage.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some good tea. Whew.
Glad you like it. Yeah, so he says just sit down at one of the tables. He should be back sometime soon. And he looks to you, Echo, and he's like, "You need anything?"
I am fine.
Oh yeah. Also, what does the bartender look like? Like, what is he?
He's a lot of the people in this town are satyrs. So he looks like
Okay.
behind the counter. You can't really see below. So he just looks like a human. But you would assume with everything around you've seen, the other half you can't see is what makes him a satyr.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But he's pretty tall. He just has little legs.
But yeah. Well, Robert will tip his hat to him and then find a seat.
Yep. Do you guys go find another spot, or do you go sit next to Henry?
Yeah, we'll sit next to Henry, I think, even
Okay.
though he can't really... he's not here, so can't have a conversation with him, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. As you guys sit and you just kind of talk amongst yourselves, eventually a guy comes into the tavern. He looks like a farmer. He's like, "Oh," and he looks at the board. He's like, "Someone took my request." And he looks to the bartender. He's like,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he goes like, "Oh," and he hears you say, "Oh yes." "Oh, you guys took it? Oh, thank you."
yeah. We would be happy to help.
Sometimes these, sometimes
carry
it's
some of your where it needs to go.
yeah, no problem. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes during the day it's usually pretty fine, but at nighttime, um, you know, they can get kind of dangerous. So just in case, I was a little late in getting the shipment here today. So, yeah, but I will pay you each, because he sees that there's three of you there. Well, who's all doing the job? I guess Henry's just like, I'm just gonna hang out here. If you need me, you know where to find me.
Sort of sloppy. Like, I forgot how badly did
He's not
did
that
Johnny
bad, but
roll on that.
he didn't roll that bad. He just, you know, it's just he's a little buzzed, but he's kind of still enjoying his drink. So he'd rather just, you know, keep going on it. And it's also pretty syrupy, so it's taken a while for him to do it, finish it up. But yeah, he's like, okay, so will it just be the two of you then?
Yep.
Yeah, seems like it.
Okay. So yeah, payment comes after the escort's done. But just to let you know, and he pulls out a bag. I do have it on me, so just so you know that he has it. So then he puts it away.
I swipe it from him and run away. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he punches you and throws you into space. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. So he is going to take his cart. He'll bring you back outside and show you to his cart. As we get back outside. And yeah, if you guys will follow me, I can show you the way to the farm. It's only I guess technically be it's pretty far. I would say like an hour walk. If you guys are good to
Do we have to make a roll?
I'll say no. No, because I'll say he's got it. I guess it's an hour walk, but he has the cart attached to some Pokemon, so I'll say it'll be a half an hour, no roll.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I roll, I trip.
Unless you guys wish to roll, in which case then I can make it an hour, but no. Just kidding. Yeah, so he'll show you the way. And
I'm just going to make a quick perception check
Okay.
to see if there's anything around while a 30-minute trip has hit. So
yeah, I'll say you can make a perception check as you guys are traveling through the road, going through the forest.
Yeah, I'll look around too, but that's a 2 dice
absolutely,
roll.
I am rolling
Right.
low today, am I? Damn.
You both don't see anything out of the ordinary, but you do see like some Pokemon here and there just kind of hanging out. They're kind of minding their own business, like in this, because it's kind of getting nighttime. There will be like, you know, some Hoothoots in the trees. There's some sleeping Cherubies. There's some, you know, like there's some Kakuna just kind of hanging out as well. So, but they're kind of bunched together. So.
I go wave at the ones that are more than likely going to pay attention to him in case you know,
Yeah.
just not be threatening, just saying hi.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hoot will turn to you and he just looks down the tree and he just kind of keeps turning his head back and forth, just looking at you guys as you guys move along. And then yeah, once we reach the we've reached the that's a little epic for that. I'm just gonna go back to this. Yeah, so we find that you guys are still in the woods, but it's a little bit more open area. Instead of trees, they kind of like, there's still enough trees to kind of cover the top, but there are enough like it is wide enough for a farm here. So, and you guys can see as you roll up, there's a bunch of like almost look like what are those, like bee houses,
Yep.
And there's
Beehives.
like beehives, and there's like a bunch of combi just flying around going combi, combi, combi. So there's like a ton just flying around.
Any special Colbys?
Um, not that you can see. I mean, make a perception check.
Of course.
Yeah.
Watch me run low.
Oh, not bad. I'm assuming you're looking for female combis.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's difficult to see, but yeah, as you kind of look around, he's like, the farmer kind of laughs. He's like, you won't really be seeing much of the female combis. They kind of hang out inside the houses since they're pretty much the queens. And he does say, no catching any of these guys though, because these are all mine. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, fair enough.
No. I'm not going to catch him. I'm just taking note of them.
Yeah, he does say, it's just, it's my livelihood, but you can't really, he said wild comb bee honey is way better than owned comb bee honey, so all these are technically wild, but he asks you not to catch them because they are still his livelihood, so.
Yeah.
And they've been nice to me so long, I would hate them to just start getting angry, So, but yes, let me get this stacked up, and if you guys, could you help me move this honey onto the cart? And he points over to the barn, and there seems to be like already stacked up honey, but there seems to be a lot, and this is partially why he asked for help, because there's too much he basically says there's too much for me to get on my own. I would have been able to get like one or two at a time, but it takes me, that's why I come every day, because I usually bring a couple, but usually, every once in a while I ask for help, because that way I can get more in, and then the town can get some honey, so like more honey than usual. But the combi did numbers this time, and now we have like a crap ton, so, and yeah, it is enough to fill the cart. Normally he says he can only do about 2 or 3 by himself quickly before things happen, but the town was kind of running low on honey, so he figured a big shipment would have been good. So, but that means the cart's going to be a little slower, so there's a chance that we could get bugged on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be happy to help.
Okay. Yeah, you guys.
Even though Echo, if it requires an athletics, you can't rely Echo on that.
No, they're just pots of honey. They're not heavy at all, so you guys can help him lower them in.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask real quick. If I do bring out my own Pokemon, would the Combi not be happy about it?
As long as you don't disturb them, I think it should be fine.
Oh no, we're not going to disturb them. I'm just trying to be wary of the Combi.
Yeah. I mean, they've been nice to me, so it should be okay. And yeah, who are you sending out? Or who
I'm
are
going
you
to send out Obsidian because he's the heavy guy.
Nice.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, who could I send out that could actually take care of this? I mean,
Of course,
I know
I'm
Gizmo...
going to help out, but extra hands is pretty good. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gizmo definitely could carry honey.
Only like 2 people that are only two Pokemon that are able to help is Shadow and Obsidian because they got hands and Navi.
Yeah, Gizmo and Darius can. I mean, hell, Darius already does carry other Pokemon, so yeah.
Nice. All right, so you're
Yeah,
sending
so they'll
out
help out.
Dracloak, and Darius.
Yep,
Dracloak?
Dracloak
Yeah.
and Gizmo. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So, let's start with Echo. So your Obsidian, he goes, I know what he is. Hang on, sorry. You know what?
He's the goalet.
Yeah, he's the Gullet. Um, because I was trying to think of the name and I was like, wait. I already told chat this last time. But basically what I'll do is just so you know it's your Pokemon talking to you. And that way if there's like a bunch of Pokemon that are like yours, you'll know it's yours instead of just something else's maybe. I'm going to reference them as their name instead of their Pokemon name for at least your Pokemon.
Yeah,
So, like,
that's fair.
yeah. So Obsidian's just like Obsidian, and he kind of stomps his way over to the honey, and he picks up a big handful, and he can get about like 5 in one go, and he walks over to the cart and puts.
Oh
them
yeah,
in.
he has like a power of 7, so he could lift.
Yeah, he lifts a ton. Yeah. So yeah, he's helping you, Echo, then with loading a bunch in at a time. Dracloak. He kind of floats over, picks one up with his hands, wraps his tail around another one, picks up 2. And then Gizmo walks over to you, Robert, and he taps you with his leek. He kind of was like,
Yeah.
Gizmo. He looks at you.
What's up?
He kind of goes to like he's gonna hand you his leek.
Oh, yeah. So he can carry the honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Didn't think about that.
So you've got a leek that's got 2 little green flames at the tips of them, at the 2 stalks, like that go off like that. So you're hanging onto this leek, and he kind of Gizmo, quack, 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 kind of waddles over to one honey pot, and he just sticks it on his head, and he's like walking around with it. And then he goes and puts one at a time in the cart.
Yeah, and I'll start carrying some also.
It's funny.
Along with Darius.
Alright. It doesn't take too long, but there was definitely quite a bit. Like, you were actually surprised. You guys have never seen so much honey in your days in one place at once.
Who's the one? What's pulling the cart?
They seem to be, it seems to be a go-goat.
Okay, yeah, Go-Goat's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm hoping whatever's pulling the cart is strong enough.
Yeah, he's got a little go-goat. Or maybe it's a Skiddo. It's probably like a Skiddo, which are still pretty strong. But yeah, so yeah, what was that, Echo? Echo?
Oh, what's up?
Oh, I thought you said something.
Oh, no.
Okay. Alright, he says, well, are you guys ready?
Ready as I ever can be.
Okay. And now that there's all this honey in the thing, now you guys will have to walk. So it'll take a little bit longer now, but he seems pretty happy that he's got some help now. So instead of the half hour, now it will take an hour. I'm gonna need you guys to roll a D100 or D20.
Do you want me to roll a shot, or should you roll it?
Yeah,
Well,
go
Sean
ahead.
rolled it, then it's me rolling. So yeah, you go ahead and roll it.
Yeah.
I get a 4.
Hell yes. Roll me a.
I've been rolling shit lately.
Actually,
Goddamn.
that's just planet travel. So, this is on the ground, not in the sky. So, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. So you rolled a 4. I was thinking of the wrong thing. Okay, yeah. So, Okay. As you guys are going through, um, down the path, you guys start smelling something sweet.
Well, there's a lot of honey, so I imagine so.
It's sweeter than that. It's something different. Like you know the smell of honey. It almost has almost like a waxy smell. This is
Mm.
more like a flora scent, but it's sweet.
Hmm.
I need you guys to make a focus check.
Focus. What is my focus? It's that.
Actually, I don't know what mine is either, but mine's actually not too bad, I don't think.
17.
Oh, nope. Mine's just a 2d6, apparently.
Okay. Well, not bad.
I guess Robert is very ADHD. He's pretty unfocused. So,
Echo, you managed to kind of pull your senses out of the smell because it smells so good. You kind of feel like you want to take whatever the smell is and use it as your ingredients, but you know you're on a job, so you kind of ignore it. But you see Robert start to kind of turn and head towards the forest.
Quickly grabs Robert.
smells pretty.
No, no,
Yes.
no, no. We're on a job. Focus.
Oh, did you say something, Echo?
Focus. We're on a job.
Oh, of course. I still will stare in the direction of where that smell's coming from, but continue to walk with the cart.
Okay. I will say, this did take a little bit of time because it did make you stop for a second or for a bit. So, um, I'm gonna have you roll another d20, but I'll kind of reduce the severity of it. So if it is bad or good. Do you want me to roll or Echo? Do you want to roll again?
Yeah, you can roll it this time.
Okay. Okay, not bad. Yeah, as you guys are kind of make your way, you're almost pretty close to getting to town now. But as you didn't notice this before, but as, kind of inside of the forest a little bit, there seems to be a little shrine.
Oh,
Hmm.
Yeah.
occult education.
If you wish to, yeah?
Yeah, actually, I'll do that too. Mine's a 5.
Okay. Also, Echo, is your 5 because of the lantern, or is that just 5?
Just 5. I'm not going to use. You know what? I'm going to use for lamp. Fuck it.
Okay. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem
Also,
to
I thought
glow.
that I thought
Oh.
that your occult education was a 66. This point.
No. 5d6.
But yeah, your lantern isn't glowing.
Okay. It's fine. Still a
Okay.
20.
Gotcha. Yeah, this shrine, basically is it's like a protection shrine. It helps guide people through the forest if they happen to find one of these when they get lost. And it gives good luck to finding their way back.
Robert goes up to it.
Okay. You leave the beaten
And-
path.
Hmm?
You leave the path because it is kind of out in the forest, but it's like not too far
okay.
out. But yeah, you manage to go out and leave. You find yourself at the shrine.
don't really know what I have that I could leave there. You know what? I leave 5 poke at the shrine.
Okay.
If there's like a little like collection spot.
Yeah, in my head it was like just a statue shrine kind of thing, but we can make it like a slightly bigger statue with a little box there. Yeah, so you put 5 poke in, and um, yeah, you hear a little chime.
A chime?
Yeah,
I look around to see where it came from.
make a perception check.
It's a 2.
You can't see or hear the direction it came from.
Echo's going to donate 50 poke.
You donate 50.
Yep, donate
Okay.
50.
You put 50 poke in the shrine, and you also hear said chime.
Did we get anything out the occult check or no?
I'll say with that occult check, and I'll say the same for you, Sean. Now, that the occult check would tell you with that hearing of the chime that came from nowhere. It just seems to be a effect of the good luck that helps people find their way.
And I'm also going to do a perception check to see where that came from.
Okay.
Perception game is off today. What the hell, man?
You also can't tell or hear from which direction it came in.
Okay.
Alright. Well, that's nice to know. We probably should continue on.
Yes, let's keep going.
All right. One moment. I'm going to put. Let's see. Where was the? I'm gonna say it was over here. Sorry, I'm just working this quick. Comby Farm. And then slightly closer. Shrine. There. Cool. Alright. So, as you make your way back to the cart, you find yourself back in the village.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no issues. That's good.
He's like, thank you guys so much. Can you help me bring the cart to different places in town? I need to get some people their honey. And the tavern gets a lot of it. The mart gets some so they can sell. And then at the end I'll give you your share as well. So
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, he kind of goes around and he goes to his different spots. He needs to go to the tavern where he sells about half of what he has, so they can make a lot of their sweet concoctions and stuff like that. Oop, why is that off? Hang on, I need to shut that off. My bad. All my alarms just went off at once. I was like, why?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay, we're good now. Yeah, then he goes to the Pokemart and sells that stuff. And he goes, thank you guys so much for your help. I honestly wasn't sure if we were going to be attacked by stuff or not. That place, because it's a combi farm, it also has a tendency to attract other types of bees. If you know what I mean.
other bee-like Pokemon.
Yes. So sometimes it can be kind of dangerous. That's why I tend to go at night, or if I go during the day, it's a lot quicker because I could just do one at a time. But since I had such a big shipment this time, it took me a little bit to get it together. So I had it nighttime is when I had to ship it. But the bees, sometimes they hibernate and they get they're nocturnal, so they sleep at night. But if they smell enough sweetness, they might get attracted. So I'm so glad nothing happened.
And anything like bear.
Yeah, that too. Oh, I didn't even think of that. You never know what could happen in the misty. What did I call this place? The Misty Wilds. Bears could get lost and just find themselves in town. It's happened once before, but that was a long time ago. Yeah. So thank you guys so much. He is going to say here, because you guys did such a nice job. I'm gonna double what you get because he got a lot of money from the extra big share that he did. So each of you instead get 1,000 poke.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you each get a pot of honey containing 10 doses of the honey item. And he will give you 2 of those as well. So essentially you get 20 honeys.
Well, this could be really useful in recipes there, Echo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, could use as bait. So.
True.
All right, I do have to go.
Oh, you have to go now? Okay. We will go take a break.
Yep.
So thank you guys. Thank you, Echo, for being here for as long as you were. But we will be back after the break. Don't go away. We'll make it quick as soon as me and Sean are ready. So we will be back.
Alright, see you in a little bit.
Oops. Welcome back. Hit the wrong button for a sec. So now there's no river, but we are still going to continue on with Sean, with Robert. Let me just hide his stuff quick. Is there anything in particular you'd like to do right now, Robert? Oops.
Well, I am not good at finding, so we might have to wait to get someone that's better at finding stuff.
Yeah. I will say
that job.
I still need that level. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I will say that when you come along, Echo will just be like, "Alright, I'm going to head back to the ship. I need to make sure Ivy's not getting into trouble with the hydroponics. And now I'm gonna, now that we have some money and honey, I'm going to see if I can make some like interesting recipes."
Nice.
Right. Yeah. So Echo will leave and head towards the ship.
I'll go find Kate.
Okay. She's also on the ship.
Okay, yeah. So I'll follow Echo to the ship then.
Okay. It didn't take that long for you guys to get there, as you can obviously see the ship in your from where anywhere you are, because it's just in the middle of town. But you have to kind of walk around the town to get to your docking area. And you can get on the ship. And yeah, you see Ivy hanging out with his plants over at the hydroponics. His cast form,
Or
her cast form, his cast form.
at least I think Ivy's a woman. Or
I think it was
female.
they, and he said either or is fine.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah. So if we get it wrong,
Actually,
it doesn't matter.
I had a different idea.
Hmm.
I'll say hi to Kate, but I forgot I was gonna train with her, but I already trained with her on the way to this planet. And that's how I'm learning my skirmisher skills now, because she is a skirmisher, right? That's one of her classes?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So Robert is kind of like teaching her things, but then she's also like, teaching him things.
Okay.
But instead, does our ship, or would Echo be able to track us with GPS, like on our phones?
Well, yeah. I mean, you guys can. It's almost like because you guys are in a party, so you should be able to find each other, kind of thing. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Robert, he is smart. He's a smart person, but he's also curious to a fault.
Yep.
He's gonna go back out to where he smelled that sweet scent and try to follow it.
Okay. Do you bring anyone with you?
He just says that he's going out to train with his Pokemon.
Okay. Kate just is like, oh, can I join you?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, you head out. Kate will come with you.
I was gonna think that he
And-
was gonna be stupid and just go out completely by himself, but yeah, that's probably a better idea.
Yeah, but she essentially will kind of follow you. She's like, okay, where are we going to go train?
Well, I'll explain it to you later.
Okay. She'll just kind of follow you wherever you're going.
Yeah,
And
as
you
we
said
get
you-
kind of out of earshot, he's like, actually, it's not to train. There was just something that, well, caught my nose, and
Something
I
caught
was
your
really
nose.
curious about it.
It doesn't look damaged. She looks at your nose.
No, smell.
Ah,
Instead of like caught your eye, something.
okay.
By the way, you know what? No, I'll ask this in Robert's place. By the way, how long ago was it that you left to come find me? And did you tell your grandparents that you were?
Obviously, I had to tell them I was leaving the planet because that's how I sensed you. And it wasn't long after you got to Gilead, I'm guessing. So once you got close enough, it's like I could just find you. I don't know. It's like it's hard to explain, and it is hard to explain because you also felt it when you were on Gilead, Robert.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
felt,
It
as
was
soon as you
something
felt
that
that
like
connection,
you didn't. Yeah, it's something that
she's
he
like-
didn't really know was a thing that could
Yeah.
happen.
She said, I felt that connection when I was on Dimebos.
Hmm.
As soon as I
Well-
knew you were in space, because we thought you were dead. And all of a sudden I felt your aura, and I was like, what the hell? So that's kind of when it showed the direction was out in space, we were like, yeah.
Well, I'm just a little concerned that since you haven't returned yet, that they might send more people out looking for us. So just keep your eyes and ears out.
Okay. I mean, I
Yeah, I
hope
have
they
no
realize
idea.
traveling to space can take a while, but, you know.
Yeah, true. Let's just hope they keep thinking that for a while.
Yeah. So, we're heading outside into the forest?
Yeah, there was.
As you kind of step over the border
Yeah,
from where
I just have a
the
feeling that there's something out here that I'm interested in.
Okay, I guess so. Um, yeah, lead the way.
Okay.
So it's gonna take, because that was the first time that happened. This is gonna need another roll, since it would have been basically a half hour, but since you're trying to find this spot again, I need you first, because of this destination, and you've seen it, I'll need you to, or actually, no, in this case, since we are actually exploring, it might be like each exploration activity will be about a half an hour to an hour. So because you're actually trying to search for something,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
so each time you wish to do an exploration, it'll take you a little bit of time, which we'll need to do the roll, and that'll be part of that exploration. So because that'll be you finding stuff. So we'll need to roll a d20. It can either be you in real life, or I can roll.
Yeah, yeah. I've got a d20 right here I can roll.
Nice.
In person.
So I like the idea of planet travel being also exploration. So as long as you're trying to find stuff, um, yeah, well, I'll keep rolling on the thing.
Oh. Well, to prove to you that I'm not cheating,
I believe
I
in
got a
you.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Okay. I don't think I did that on there yet. That's fine. Actually, I have it over here, so that's good. Yeah. So as you guys are trying to search for, um, the smell that you smelt before, you, I will say, you do find it. You kind of
Oh.
on the edge of your senses, you smell it, but you find yourself smelling what looks to be. It actually leads you to, on the ground, what looks to be some bellsprout. I think they can learn that move. One sec.
A sweet scent? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I guess they can. Or you know what, Oddish. I know Oddish can for sure. You find what looks to be a bunch of leaves in the dirt, and it's just the scent's coming from them.
Oh, hey, little Bellsprout. Does it look like a normal Bellsprout?
Oh no, they're Oddishes now. Sorry.
Oh yeah, the Oddish.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like any kind of different Oddish.
Nope. It just looks like, well, and it's funny because now that actually roll me another d20. I'll just have you roll d20s with this instead of d6s. Roll me a d20 for the perception check.
I rolled a 15.
Okay. You realize that this isn't actually, it tricked you. This wasn't the same scent you smelt before. It was close, but yeah.
Well,
It was like
that
super
should
close.
be fun.
But yes, there are some Oddishes that are using sweet scent to lure you to them. And then one just kind of pops out of the ground and goes, Oddish!
Hey, little guy. Is there anything out here that? Now I all of a sudden don't know what to do. Now that I know that's boring, oddish. I was just about to do something more exciting.
You rolled a Pokemon encounter, not what Echo rolled last time.
Yeah.
Basically, in order to find what you were gonna have to find, what you were looking for, that same smell before, I was gonna have you needing to roll the same number or close to it, and you got close, but not the right one.
Well, so the little guys, is there anything that you like to do out here?
Oddish. And they're gonna stay rooted in the ground, but they're gonna shoot some seeds at you and Kate.
Well, that's mean.
Yeah, you disturbed them, but they were also kind of luring you here, so they're shooting you with leech seed.
Oh, leech seed. Okay, I thought bullet seed.
Yeah, which I'll make a roll to see if they actually hit, because I know that's a thingy like that.
Yeah.
So 1 sec.
Yeah, what's Robert's evasion again? Let me see here.
It is a 4 AC
For a little while.
Yep.
And I'm guessing it's only speed because it's leech seed.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Here we
Yeah, oh yeah,
go.
leech seed's the status, so yeah. Just speed.
Alright, so that puts me at 2. But I think I have a feat that like raises. Check. Sorry.
That'd be good.
I think it was exposure. Yeah, what? Oh! Would you have counted me not moving before it did that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah, I have an EVA of 3.
Okay. So I need to roll 7 or higher. That's a 2. As they go to shoot, and I'll roll one for Kate too, because there's a couple there. Oh, what's her? She's pretty low level still. I forgot to level her up, but I figured you're at this point you're probably a lot stronger than she is anyway. So 2. Yeah. So I will say, as you guys are fired upon by some leech seeding Oddishes, as you kind of try to run away from the bombardment, one of them managed to hit Kate, and yeah, they kind of just then the Oddishes stop and they go Oddish, and they get sucked into the ground as they just kind of leave the area. But Kate has a leech seed on her.
And the Oddish left the area?
Yeah, they kind of pulled themselves into the ground like a root.
Okay. Well, I'll try to pull the seed out.
Alright, roll me and because I know leech seed has its own rules in this case, I will say make me an athletics check to try and pull the roots off of her.
It's a 2d6.
Not bad. These aren't powerful, though. She will attempt to help. What's hers? Athletics is also 2. Not great. You guys managed to get some, and you do manage to get a lot of the roots off. And right before you clear them off, though, she takes some damage, and she looks a little exhausted, as she took 1/10 of her health and damage.
I'll try even harder. Noticing that it's causing her pain.
Oh no, you managed to get it off. You're fine.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying it managed to get some of her energy before you did.
Okay. Well,
I'll just take. Okay, so take of HP. So 71. Okay. She's like, oh, dang it. That
Sorry
one.
about that.
It's okay.
I guess
Um,
there's nothing really out here anyways. Oops.
um, no, because you smelt that thing before. There's something out here somewhere. But it's just the smell that you smelled here wasn't that same smell. It was
True.
close,
True.
but it wasn't the same. So if you'd like to try again, you can, if you want to keep searching.
Yeah, I'll try one more time before calling it a bust.
Okay. Roll me another d20 then.
It's not the same that Echo rolled, but it's 11.
11? Okay.
Hmm.
I will say, after running away from the Oddish, you will not be lost in the forest because you do find the shrine again. As you hear the ding in your head, and it kind of pulls you instinctively towards where you see the shrine.
Oh, well, it's nice to see that I'm back at the shrine. Um, what does the shrine look like? By the way, is it like a shrine of a Pokemon or a
That's
person?
the shrine of a person.
What do they look like? Like, what kind of like race are they?
This one. Hmm. It would be another Fae. I'm trying to think of the Fae though. Oh, you know what? Because of because of the people in this area are all not centaurs, satyrs. I will say this seems to be a centaur.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Almost like a guardian of the woods kind of thing.
Yeah. Um.
And you know what? I also will say that it does like it. No, I'm still gonna make it a centaur. I was debating on if I made it a Pokemon or a human because I already said it's a person, so yeah. So it would be like a centaur-looking person for the shrine.
Okay.
Kate's just like, whoa.
Oh, what does Kate say?
She's just like, whoa. There are people like that?
Well, yes, this planet has a lot of people that look different. I mean, if you think about it, there was reasons why we were getting stares too, because we look very different to them.
True.
Also, which is funny to think that a lot of them have animalistic or poke-theistic uh, bottom halves, while we instead, it's our heads.
Yeah.
It's like we're almost like the reverse of them in many ways.
Sorry, I'm just getting Kate.
I am debating like actually training with her again and like having another fight. But at the same time, I don't think you've like updated her that much, so that would be kind of unfair.
Yeah. She's still level 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll update her again pretty soon. I just keep forgetting about it because you guys are the heroes, not the NPCs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all good. But I update her Pokemon when I can, so at least her Pokemon can fight.
I want to continue to wander a little bit.
Okay, sounds good.
And also, I will be, while I'm out, I will also be keeping an eye out for, like, you know, discarded things just in case,
Okay. Um.
and tell Kate to do the same because people did lose some stuff in the woods. So
Okay. Yeah. Okay, make me another d20 roll then.
oh no,
Uh-oh.
that's a 2.
As you guys are looking around, kind of almost like on your way back to town, I'm guessing, or the shrine would have been by town still, but
Yeah.
you would have on your way, kind of looking around to see if you could find stuff on the ground, but also doing a little more exploration along the road. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do it. You start hearing a cracking. It's coming from behind you, more towards the town.
I definitely spin around to try to look.
Okay. As you guys turn around and look, the cracking gets louder, and you can kind of see what looks to be a tree that's starting to topple over.
Towards us?
No.
Okay.
But it then topples and blocks the road.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Well,
you'll either have to figure out a way to clear it, or go around it because now it's a blocked path.
well, I just turned to Kate and I was like, "Well, do you think the two of us could probably clear this out?
I mean, it might take
Our
us a while,
Pokemon could
but
also help."
yeah, I'd say we can.
Yeah, because I don't want anyone else to be dealing with this
Yeah.
trouble.
Maybe we could bring the wood back and sell the wood. I mean, their
That's
old
actually
town
true.
seems to be made of it, but I guess there's plenty of wood around. But maybe we can hang on to it if we need it for anything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
that idea.
So you guys are gonna attempt to break apart the tree.
Yeah.
How do you go about doing that?
Let's see. Gizmo or Kataro can help with that too. What does Kataro have? Yeah, I'll bring out Gizmo and Kataro.
Okay.
Or Gizmo's already out, I guess.
Gizmo's out. Katara was the bee, or bee.
Ninkata or
Nikata, or
Ninjask.
Ninjask. Yeah. Okay.
And I tell them both because they both have Slash. Well, also Kataro has Fury Cutter, so Fury Cutter might even be better. And ask if they can help cut this tree.
Kataro's just like Kotaro, and he starts using Fury Cutter to just kind of go, to start cutting it up. And Gizmo will start. He will take his leek, and almost like an expert swordsman club user, start going. With like slash, but he'll start going like slash, or Gizmo, and for as much damage as a leak will do, the fire almost starts acting like a like a blowtorch would, where it's like nice and like cutting edge, kind of thing, and so he's slashing with that. It's kind of cool looking. So they're getting to work. Kate will bring out oh yeah, so she'll bring out Combuskin, and she's like, Dozer, any chance you can take the large pieces that they cut, just move them away from the path for a little while until we can cut them into smaller bits so we can at least clear the path? And he's like, Dozer, as he kind of like salutes to her, but like with the reverse claws that go up. you know. And so he kind of like almost like sits on his butt, and then he takes his claws and his talons, and he kind of like almost like picks him up and lifts him up on his back. Like he's on his back, and he puts them on his. So he's like almost like picking them up, claw style, like crane claw style, but from underneath. And he uses his front claws as a leverage to get under the one side, and his claws on the other side to kind of grab it. And then he kind of just throws them, and they kind of roll to the side of the road where you guys can easily clear, and people can get by you. Not a lot of people; they're still in town, but you know, it's kind of nighttime still. So, but nonetheless, you're able to cut up all the trees and get a bunch of wood, and I will say, unless did you want to mark it down as an item, or just kind of like somewhere?
Nah, it's probably something that I'll just bring back to town and see, if I can
Yeah, okay.
offload it for anyone.
Yeah. All right. So you guys kind of pick up the wood, and I will say, because it is still kind of next to town, people did kind of look around and be like, "Oh, geez, what the?" And then they see you, and like, "Oh," and they're like, "Okay." But because you're still outside in the forest, and it did take you a little bit of time to do this, I will need one more d20 roll.
Oh, that one was better. That was a 15.
15?
Yeah.
Nice.
Finally
Yes.
not a crap roll.
Okay. Yeah. As you clear the terrain, it's interesting because of the way that this forest path was. It was kind of a bumpy path, but you managed to with the work that was done in the tree that fell, it actually flattened it out a little bit where there was like some heavy bumps. And so now whenever you travel this place or travel this road, anytime you travel this road, you can get there in half the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is a beneficial terrain.
Yeah. Is this road also the one that eventually... Well, I guess we're going to be flying there, so it doesn't matter. But, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it helps the townspeople, so
Yeah.
help them out.
Awesome. Yeah, once I get back into town, I'll just ask, like, does anyone have any need for this wood?
Alright, so you head back into town and you ask that. I will say, when you guys head back into town, before you ask that, there is some clapping, because they did see that the tree fell and blocked the road, and that you guys managed to clear it on your own. So definitely a lot of like, oh yay, thank you for helping. There's a carpenter nearby, and he's like, I could use it and help rebuild the town a bit. You know, a lot of this wood, we don't typically go into the woods a lot to get just wood, because sometimes it's easier to get lost, and with all the creatures that show up randomly and stuff. So thank you for doing that. You know what? Because you definitely did some labor for that. I will give you. Are you okay with 500 poke for it?
Oh, yeah.
So
Also, you said that you are like a wood carver?
that I am.
What kind of things do you make?
Most of the time it's repairing those buildings, but when I'm not repairing buildings, I make wooden toys.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you know who
My
made
wife
that
helps me too.
shrine?
She's a good wood carver and a wood carpenter also, so she helps me as well.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
But yeah, do you know who constructed that shrine? out in the woods? I'm assuming that that's more of a stone carving, but
It's a stone carving, yes. That's been there for quite a while. The reason we take good care of that shrine. It's called his name is Centauri.
it's
He's kind of like our he's kind of like our god of the to our centaur people. He was a fighter. He's like the strongest among the centaurs. Um, and the centaurs also protect the woods, so we don't see them a lot. But if something were to happen, they come and save the town. Usually, most of the time.
are they
So
still around?
There's a few left over. Like I said, Centauri is one of the few left that kind of roam the lands. There's the centaurs. They kind of split up after a bit once they realized they ended up. You see, he's trying to remember what the history was because it's been a while. But
Yeah, yeah. Also,
Um,
it's you like trying to think of the lore, like all the.
yeah, 'cause I'm like,
Yeah.
what do I do? Like, okay, yeah. So he's kind of like this world's protector. Like.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
And to you that you can roll me a general education. This time I will roll for you.
Yeah, my general education is 5d6.
You rolled a lot of ones and twos and threes. You've never heard of Centauri, but it does sound when he mentions that he was like a protector of this world. That sounds a lot like a champion.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so he's probably not too dissimilar at all to Morgan. Well.
And I guess he doesn't really say it's more like a god. It's more like a warrior's
The
shrine.
Guardian. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Also, I should probably mark down the money that I now have. Yeah, I really appreciate though you kind of teaching me a history lesson there. I'm actually a history professor myself, so I always like learning about new places and people.
Well, there's plenty of history about Centauri around the world, so but you'll find a lot of it over at Marisolith.
Is that the big city here?
That'd be the biggest city, yes.
Ooh, okay.
Too far for us to go. That's why we typically stay here, but we at least know the big places. We don't have much of a library, but the mayor of the town might actually be able to tell you some other, or we would have like some kind of, not really novelist, I guess more like there'd be, I guess, some kind of cartographer nearby here in town. But they're like almost like a library. Like usually each town has some kind of book area.
Yeah.
This is me saying, not him.
Oh.
But yeah, so he basically says if you're looking to know more about anything, we do have like a book kind of thing here. It would be basically the same as the mark, though. Like you would have to buy the books.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, I will definitely. Oh, By the way, in the I already forgot what he called the big city. Um,
He calls it. It is named Marisolith. Marisolith.
okay, but yeah, in Marisolith, do they have like museums too?
I'm not sure. I've never been there. I've just heard of the place. It's the biggest city, so I'd assume.
Hmm. That might be also very interesting to check out.
I've
Alright,
never
well,
really.
thank you for
I
the
don't
talk.
really know where it is. I just know it's the biggest city. So
Yeah.
I've never really left here. So
Yeah, we'll be able to find it. We can see it on our ship.
oh, that's
Um,
impressive. I will say,
um,
Sean, by the way, because you guys don't have a map of this place yet, it was easy to do it on Galea because you managed to fly right to the place. But because you
yeah.
landed in an emergency to fight those Omnite, you actually don't know where the city is. Your ship hasn't been able to officially scan. You'd have to fly around to see where it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but once you hit the city, it will be upgraded with a map of the planet, and you'll be able to go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind
Um,
of what I'm gonna do from now on. So,
yeah.
the only thing you'll be able to tell from your ship before landing is type of fauna, type of flora, kind of thing, or
Okay.
at least the well, stuff like that and the gravitational pull. So, but you didn't manage to get it because you were quickly going there, but you did manage to, or River or Echo did, or Henry had Echo do it, and yeah. So this planet, from last week, this planet has a gravity of 1. So
Hmm.
yeah, it'll be a little lighter for you, so you can actually jump pretty high.
Yeah. Um, honestly, I can't think of what else I want to do in the meantime.
This is why it's hard with one person because it's all up to
I
you
don't
to
know.
decide.
Like, I'm almost kind of thinking we should just like end it early, just because it's like I don't know what else to do actually at this point.
Yeah, I'm okay with ending it. It's been 2 hours, so we can do that if you'd
Yeah.
like. Yeah,
Yeah. I like that idea, just because it was like,
no problem. Well, you managed to get some information. You found out the name of the metropolis. You
Yeah.
managed to get some wood for the town, getting some money, and helping a honey farmer get some honey to town. So that was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
And also got a little bit of extra money for helping the wood. So yeah.
yeah, no problem. Awesome. All right. Well, we will end it for there today then, I guess. Which is not a big deal. We can end it early. At least 2 hours is fine. So, Sean, did you have any memorable moments today?
I
Or
am still
Robert, I
really
guess.
curious what that smell that almost pulled me in was.
I could tell you if you'd like.
Sure. Yeah. What was it?
So, uh, he rolled a 4, which is you would have had to roll a 3 or 4 to get it that again. It was just called Weird Place. So it's just I made it up on the spot. It's just an area
Oh.
that was just sweet smelling. And if you were gonna make it back, I was just gonna have you kind of get lost. And
That's
then you would have had to figure out survival checks how to get back. But I was thinking about doing something else, or like actually led to something, because I had an encounter or two ready in case something did happen. And if you were going to go down that way, I had some Pokemon I could have put in. But part of me wanted to have, if Echo would have been here, it would have been a lot easier to get that encounter. And so I don't want to have you fighting anything while it was just you. Which you would have probably been okay, but You never know. My favorite moment, I would have had to say, let's see. Definitely you just having a walk through the forest, not in your ship for once. That was fun. I always loved the like traversing, like to do like the planet travel rolls and stuff like that. And I was honestly kind of hoping you were gonna get lost. That would have been really
I was
fun.
kind of hoping so too, actually.
The guys would have had to come find you.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. Alright. Yeah, we'll finish that. I'm thinking we'll probably do the same secret menu item next week. Just because I had that idea today. It was super fun. So I'm really like hoping that comes in. So but I won't
I also
mention
hope
it
that we
again.
have some more people joining us next week.
Well, Marius said that he should hopefully be here next week for sure. So
Yeah.
and then River just had to go do Christmas shopping with his mom. So hopefully next week we got that, and then we'll try and get a hold of Johnny beforehand, see if he can make it next week. So
Yeah.
but yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Let's see. You can find. I'll be uploading this over to YouTube as soon as it's done, as soon as we're finished. You can go find us over there. I always post. There's 50 other episodes of this over there if you want to see how it began. And yeah, and then also if you'd like to join the Discord, you can follow this link here. You can go come hang out with us on the Discord. I always post when I go live on there, on my friends' Discords and other people's Discords as well. I also post on Twitter, but you don't have to follow me on there. It's fine. I guess we can go see if anyone's live right now. Let's see. Alright, we could go raid for new friend. Actually, yeah, our new friend online, Fang. Her name is, she's a VTuber named Vampirus Fangoria. Yesterday she was streaming and I was hanging out with her playing 7 Days to Die and her friends. So I was like, yeah, it's so cool. So she's thinking about doing it once a week, maybe Tuesday, 7 Days to Die, and I might join her if I'm not streaming with Zach on those days or something, but she's cool. So we could raid her. She's playing Dead by Daylight. We could raid the only Ryan, who's playing Biped 2, which I've never heard of that game. We could raid Sly Foxhound, who's playing Tomodachi Life, that'd be a fun one to do. Or Alhandrin is doing Arc Raiders. I'm kind of tempted. We can go raid Jeff. Arc Raiders is a fun game.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Awesome. Alright, so. Yeah. I'm just going to take care of this. Alright, but yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We will be back tomorrow over. Well, actually, no, we'll be back tonight. Me and Zach are going to be streaming, so it's actually good that we're getting off a little early because then I can have a little nap before we do some Borderlands 4 tonight with Zach, since we couldn't do that last night. So, but other than that, we'll be back tomorrow for games and tonight we'll be back here. Tomorrow, games and tea. We got Scarlet Guard. Where we're finally having a face-to-face with Nishta Trent after dealing with the final outcome of the Fall of Teferi. And that last episode was sad. Sean, you should watch the last episode number. I think it was 120. I think it's over on YouTube.
Yeah, I need to catch up a lot on.
I cried. Like, I actually just flat out cried. It was sad. Like, remember when I had that note from my wife in the game?
Yeah.
It was a little worse than that.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I felt so bad that, like, I actually helped kill a friend. And I'm like, no. It was so bad. And I was the one who killed him with his weapon, too. Yeah, you should watch episode 119 if you want to see the whole fight.
Sorry.
So, yep.
Yeah, my thing keeps cutting out, so I didn't actually...
Oh.
So wait, so what happened?
Oh, I can explain to you after we finish here, but you should watch episode 119 to see the fight that we had with Teferi. Or if you want to see the whole thing, like how it started, I think episode 118 is how it started.
Okay.
Because that's when we figured out. That's when we realized, oh, Tafari's creating mass destruction everywhere, kind of thing. Because he was trying to make a plague that would
Yeah.
defeat his enemies, and one of his enemies was Nista Trent, who lives in Fall, which is my hometown. So I tried to shoot a guy named Hellgrind, who was behind a force wall that I didn't realize he put between us and Tafari too. Because I thought Tafari was on our side, and then he was protecting us from the plague. And that wasn't the case. So I shot a force wall, and I was like, uh-oh. And so, yes, he just kind of had all this stuff happen, and it's like, oh my god. So we had a fight there, we had a fight in the desert, and then we killed Tafari in the desert. And you'll have to watch both those episodes. And it was 118, 119, and 120. You really need to watch those. So
Yeah. I'll definitely get on that.
Alright, anyway, so we got Scarlet Guard tomorrow. And then tomorrow night we got 7 Dooms of Sandpoint on Dead Ozzy Gamers channel. And then I will be back after tonight. I will be then back on my channel on Friday for the finale, I think, of Fatal Frame 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had the finale of the dude we were playing as with the spirit flashlight, because he fell off the building and died, and I was like, oh fuck. There's that guy's story.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 characters left to play, I think. Mio, I don't think her name's Mio. And then there was Ruta or something. I don't remember her name. But there's 2 arcs left. We're on number 10 phase, and there's 12. So I think this Friday is going to be the finale. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. We will be back with Pokemon Tabletop next week, and with more players for sure. And we can actually finally get some actual stuff going on. I mean, it's not like we're not getting stuff going on, but more stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'll go raid as we get into the final countdown for the other screen. But thank you guys so much for joining. This has been Roll for Immersion. I forgot to say it at the beginning of the stream, I just realized. And we roll the immersion to you. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.